What's up, guys? I'm JJ,
I'm Javier.
and this is PM Football. There was a recent poll that was put out by NFL executives, GM, scouts. They basically ranked the top 10 quarterbacks in the NFL. So that's our inspiration for the video today. Being former college scouts ourselves, it got us kind of thinking who our top 10 quarterbacks were. And I know we're going to have debates about these. So we're just going to go right out there, put our top 10 quarterbacks out, and then kind of discuss, argue, yell at each other.
We have no idea who we chose as our top 10. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of similarities. I'm sure a lot of differences as well.
I'm sure the top 10 are probably going to be very
at least
similar.
The same people.
Just the order, yeah.
Yeah, and maybe a couple guys left off that's different than ours.
The teams on the table may have something to do with it. The fandoms.
Mine has nothing to
That's
do.
so
Mine
not
has
true.
nothing. My fandom has nothing to do with this ranking.
That's not true at all.
I promise you it's true.
All right. Well, like I said, we're going to start off with the video of
we're
naming.
just going to list our top 10 and then
just see what happens from there.
Should I start?
Go ahead.
All right, we're starting from 10, going down to 1.
Well, we do have an honorable. We have a couple honorable
that's
mentions.
what I wanted to bring up. I have 1, you have 2. My honorable mention is Baker Mayfield. When I first made this original list, he was in it. I can't remember who he was. I'm pretty sure he was 10. But, I mean, there's a real strong argument for him to be in it. I would not be mad if he was in anyone's top 10 quarterbacks. Yeah. He has progressed significantly from those darker days.
Which, from your point, I'm pretty sure they had him at 10.
I'm pretty sure he was like 9 or 10 in the ESPN one. I would not be mad if he was in anyone's top 10. I just think these 10 guys are currently better than him.
10 best quarterbacks.
Yeah. Who are your honorable mentions?
My honorable mentions, Baker Mayfield was one of them.
Really?
I had Baker Mayfield right outside the top 10.
Yeah.
I don't know if you mentioned this or not. Like, there's a very strong argument that could be made that one of these guys could be 10, for me at least.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they're my 11th and 12th best quarterback.
He was in my
league.
List originally, and then I just had to do some flopping.
And then my other one is Dak Prescott. The injuries have just killed him over the past couple seasons, and he just hasn't had the consistency because he hasn't been on the field. Like, when he has been on the field, he's been a very good quarterback. It's just been the injuries have killed him. So that's why I have him right outside the top 10. I still think he's a really good quarterback. I cannot put him in the top 10 currently in the NFL.
That's a very good honorable mention. I was debating him as well. One more guy, I view him more as an underrated guy. I wouldn't be mad if he was anyone's 9 or 10. He's probably not on a lot of people's list, but I think he deserves a little more respect. Geno Smith. I think there could be some arguments he could be number 10.
He's just been so consistent.
Yeah.
The consistency and
I think he's
kind of the career
underrated.
Revival that he had in Seattle.
I think how his career started kind of hurt people's view of him today.
Yeah.
And that's unfortunate. But I think there's an argument Geno Smith could be 9 to 10. And the other two guys, Baker Mayfield, Dak Prescott, I absolutely do think there's an argument and debate that they could be in the top 10, and I wouldn't be mad about it.
So I like how things are starting off.
Yes.
We kind of
so far we're actually agreeing.
We agree on stuff.
Yes.
But that's going to be short-lived because I know there's going to be a lot of disagreements and arguments coming.
All right. Again, starting from 10 going to 1. Number 10, Jared Goff. Number 9, CJ Stroud. Number 8, Matthew Stafford. Number 7, Justin Herbert. Number 6, Jalen Hurts. Number 5, Jaden Daniels. Number 4, Joe Burrow. Number 3, Josh Allen. Number 2, Lamar Jackson. Number 1, Patrick Mahomes.
All right. I'm going to just name mine first before
your facial expressions crack me up.
Before we start the debating, I will start with my top 10, starting at 10. Not too far off, I will say. From around 5 to 10, we were pretty close.
Really? Okay.
10, CJ Stroud.
Okay.
9, Jared Goff.
Wow.
So we had those flipped.
Literally
right?
flipped. Okay.
8, Jalen Hurts.
Interesting. Okay.
7, Justin Herbert, which I think we agreed
both
with.
got, yeah.
6, Jaden Daniels.
Okay.
5, I have Matthew Stafford.
Okay.
4, I have Joe Burrow. I think we agreed on that one.
Yes.
3, I have Lamar Jackson.
Okay.
to Patrick Mahomes. And the best quarterback in the NFL currently today is Joshua Patrick Allen.
Oh, my.
Now, I know that this is going to be the biggest part of the video, so let me just get this out the way and explain my reasoning.
I honestly did not. I was so confident that Patrick Mahomes was going to be both our ones. And when I should have took the hint, that's on me. When you said team bias is going to play a part in this, I thought, selfishly, I thought you were talking about me. Wow.
No, you're actually wrong about that. The reason I said that is because I thought you were going to have Jaden Daniels inside the top 5 or 4.
He is top 5.
I honestly thought he was going to be higher. I had him at 6, which is not far off.
I've said this since the birth of this show. I'm a very realistic and honest fan. Jaden Daniels is the number 5 quarterback in the league. Obviously, the top 4 is the top 4. I don't think anyone would argue that. But go ahead.
Well, to be fair with you, the GMs agreed with you. They also had him at 5.
They did. Yeah.
So, back to my original
go ahead.
thing that made this already kind of crazy, which I don't even think it's crazy. Josh Allen, at this current point in time, is the best quarterback in the NFL. He has worked with less than Patrick Mahomes has his entire career, and he's never made it to the Super Bowl. I'll agree with that. And I mean, it's not even agreeing with it. It's a fact.
It's a fact.
He's never been to the Super Bowl.
He cannot beat one guy.
Yes. With a worse team. Josh Allen is a better runner.
Okay.
Josh Allen has a better arm.
Strength, yes.
What is the one thing that people always killed him for?
Turnovers.
And he cut back on that significantly. Not even
this
just
this year specifically.
Significantly.
Yeah, this year specifically.
6 turnovers. He had 6 6 picks. I don't know how many fumbles. He may have had a fumble or 2. I don't even think he did, but 6 turnovers at least. 8. I'll give you 8. Maybe 8.
He had 6 interceptions. I don't know about fumbles.
I know he had 6 picks. But the biggest knock on Josh Allen his entirety of his career is what, and the reason why people were saying he can't get past that one spot is because of the turnovers. Mm-hmm. And he did it. He finally did it. Won MVP because of it.
Season, yeah.
Well, I mean, are we just going to act like it's going to go back to being terrible?
We don't know. We don't know. And that's
why I'm saying at this current point in time, Josh Allen is the best quarterback in the NFL.
That's crazy.
He has proven to people that said he will never not be able to turn the ball over that he can. He has changed the way he plays his game and has still been just as good.
I mean, we got to see if he could do it again, but to move him all the way to 1 because he had one season where he didn't turn the ball over more than 10 times. So
we're just going to act like he's going to start throwing 15, 16 picks again?
I'm not saying that, but I'm saying same reason why you trash the Commanders on people having high hopes saying it's been one season. I think it's fair to say the same thing with Josh Allen. It's been one season.
But the difference is...
I'm not saying he'll go back to it, but I think it's fair to be like, okay, can you do it for a second time?
The difference between that point that you just made is it literally was only one season, and the seasons before that they were nowhere close to being contenders or competing at all.
That's a lie.
Where?
They've been in the playoffs, made playoff runs. They've made playoff runs for what, 4 or 5 years now? 3 to 5 years now. It hasn't been
what?
The Bills.
No, I'm talking about the Commanders.
My bad.
The Commanders hadn't been contenders. That's what I was saying.
Okay,
there's a difference between the point that you were making and the Josh Allen point. The Commanders haven't been contenders in the past
forever.
Yeah, exactly.
30 plus years, yeah.
Josh Allen has consistently been the 2 or 3 every single season
top
before
5.
this.
We'll say top 5, yeah.
You don't even have him in the top 3. That's insane.
He is top 3.
Or you said...
He's number 3.
Yeah, never mind.
Yeah.
Sorry. I didn't want to get too far ahead of it. But for all of the points that I've said, he is currently the best quarterback in the league.
I mean, okay, look, if we were basing it simply off of last year, I would agree, obviously, because he won MVP. He was my MVP vote. So, honestly, if we were basing this simply off of who was the best quarterback in 2024, I would agree with you. But I don't think that's how we did it. I don't think that's how the NFL GMs and scouts and executives did it.
I don't think so either. But I think the continuation, like, Being a Bills, I know you probably didn't watch every single Bills game last year.
Not every single one, no.
You watched quite a few of them.
Yes.
The difference between the player that he is now from even 2 years ago when he was in an AFC Championship game is night and day.
And look, I'm not disagreeing that he got better. Remember when we did our preseason predictions last year? You had him win an MVP, and I said he's not going to win it. You said, what would it take for me to think he would be MVP? I said he has to drastically cut down on the turnovers. And he did, and that's why he was my MVP vote. I'm a man of my word.
I know.
He did exactly what I thought he should have done to get MVP, and he did it. I'm not saying he didn't drastically improve and better his game, and I'm not even saying it won't happen again. He could win MVP again this year. He could go back to back. I just think with a list like this, you have to compile what they've done within the last few seasons as well as what happened last year, and where do you think
that was my
they
point.
could head into to really make this list. And when you compile everything together, I just don't see how you could put him ahead of Patrick Mahomes.
But
I really don't.
That is my point, though, is that even when he was turning the ball over, that the difference between this year and any of the other years are the turnovers.
Yes.
Even when he was turning it over, though, they were going to the AFC Championship game.
Yeah.
And when they were in those games, they didn't lose them because he was turning the ball over. They lost it because of the defense. It was never in the play. Josh Allen has one of the best touchdown to interception ratios of all time in the playoffs. Mm-hmm. I don't know the exact numbers. I'm sorry I didn't come prepared, but I know it is. He's one of the highest quarterback ratings of all time in postseason football. Now, when you have a stat like that, how do you not make it to a Super Bowl at least one time? And I understand what you're about to say. It's because that the guy that I have at number 2 is playing against him.
I mean, that's one option, but I'm not even going to say it because I think you'll turn red if I say it.
What?
No.
Say it. Say it.
Look, I will agree with you that if you were to, most of the blame should go on the defense and Sean McDermott. 100% agree with you. However, I don't think it's fair, and maybe you're not doing this, it's just kind of coming off that you're putting 0 of the blame on him, and I'm not even saying he should get even half of the blame, but I think there should be at least some sort of accountability on him when you are the quarterback.
Oh, there is. That's why people.
It's just not coming off as that.
That's why people think he's not the number 1 quarterback.
But I'm saying from you and other Bills fans.
No, I can understand that, but for that reason exactly, there's no reason that he isn't the best quarterback.
But there is a reason
in the league.
There's several reasons actually.
It's because he doesn't win in the playoffs, and that's what we're talking about.
Yes,
but he does. He just
doesn't. But his team literally doesn't.
So we're the like. I don't want to keep jumping. I'm gonna jump around here in a minute.
That's fine. It's our show. We do.
No, I know, but like I want to finish this point.
Go ahead.
But I kind of need to connect it to something
go
else
ahead.
to finish.
Do you? We'll connect it all at the end.
Was it Jaden Daniels' fault that they lost to the Eagles?
No.
Why?
Because his team turned the ball over 3 times.
And the defense played terribly.
Defense played awful, yes.
So...
And it was our rebuilding year, and we went against one of the best teams, most complete teams in NFL history. Not saying best, but like from like top to bottom roster-wise, like it's very hard to find a team more complete than that. They literally had no weakness last year. The Eagles, I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. So then why is it fair to say that about Jaden?
Say what?
That it's not his fault.
Because it wasn't his fault, but it's also different because I'm. It's not like I'm putting him above other guys that have done more team-wise, stat-wise, and personally-wise. Like, I'm not putting him above those. Like, Jaden honestly took that team to the NFC Championship game. Like, yes, it was the Commanders that went. It was Jaden Daniels. However, it's not fair for me to put him ahead of Joe Burrow, who missed the playoffs. But guess what? When I compile all of Joe Burrow has done over the last few years and what Jaden's historic season was this past year, it just wouldn't be fair for me to put him over that. It's kind of the same with Josh Allen. I mean, but it's the same with Josh Allen. Like, you have this body of work. You compare it to other guys.
Yeah, but he's consistently done it.
But so have the two guys, Lamar Jackson and Patrick Mahomes.
Lamar, no, that's not true.
Yes.
That's literally not true.
Yeah.
Lamar,
more league MVPs than him.
I'm not even gonna
more
argue.
All Pros than him. 3-time first team All Pro.
But
like he's more. If anything, you could argue he's been more consistent than Josh Allen.
But the argument that you are currently making for why Josh Allen is not the number one quarterback in the NFL is because they lose in the playoffs.
That's not. My reason why he's not number one is because when I compare him to guys like Lamar Jackson and Patrick Mahomes, I just think his isn't as good as those two. Not to say it's not great.
What isn't?
His stats for this past season, other than Patrick Mahomes, obviously Josh Allen had better stats than Patrick Mahomes this past year. But when it comes to stats, Lamar Jackson had better stats. Not saying he's my MVP, but when you have better stats this year and then a better body of work the past few years than Josh Allen, I have to put you ahead.
How has he had a better body of work when
more
he's
league
been
MVPs?
He's been farther than him though. Consistently.
What are you talking about?
He's never beaten Josh in the playoffs ever. He's lost.
Okay,
both
he's
times.
never lost. He was not. All right, how about your argument? He's never beat Patrick Mahomes in the playoffs, and you still have him ahead of Patrick Mahomes. That's the same argument.
Because Mahomes is not relevant right now.
Why not?
What do you mean?
You just said what did you just say like 5 seconds ago?
That Josh, what? That he lost them in the playoffs.
You said that Lamar shouldn't be ahead of Josh because Lamar has never beat Josh Allen in the playoffs. So why should Josh Allen be ahead of Patrick Mahomes in your list if he's never beat him in the playoffs? It's the same thing. That's literally your argument. You're literally saying Lamar shouldn't be ahead of Josh Allen because he's never beat him in the playoffs. Okay, then put Patrick Mahomes ahead of Josh Allen because he's never beat him in the playoffs. Keep the same energy.
Josh is better though right now.
No, keep
Yes,
your
he is.
argument. He can't beat him in the playoffs. So why is he ahead in your list?
Because he's better.
But he keeps losing to him in the playoffs. That's what you're saying
But
about Lamar
that's
Jackson.
That's
what you're saying about Lamar Jackson, though.
Your argument for Lamar
Is that he has
doesn't make
more
sense.
league. It doesn't make sense that I have him ahead because he had better stats this season, has
Yep,
more
hold on,
league
pause,
MVPs,
pause,
and has
pause.
made more first team All Pros.
You said he had better stats than him this season,
Yes.
right? Last year, when Lamar won MVP,
Why are you
Josh, because you're the one bringing it up.
Year?
You're saying the MVP.
I'm talking about 2024.
Yep. And now you're saying MVPs. And that was the year Josh was second in MVP voting.
Yeah.
Yet Josh had better stats than Lamar, and they still gave it to Lamar.
That sucks. You want a lollipop about it? No
well,
one
then
cares.
why are you talking about it like that this season?
I'm just giving you reasons why I have Lamar ahead of Josh Allen because he has more MVPs than him. He has more first-team All-Pros than him, more All-Pros in general than him. Like, those are some of the reasons why I have him ahead.
I still stand by what I said earlier. He has the least amount of talent on his roster than either of those guys do. And if Josh Allen was not a Buffalo Bill, they would be a top 5 worst team in the league.
But I promise you, if Patrick Mahomes was on the Bills, you guys will have won at least one Super Bowl by now. Promise you. I swear to you that's true.
I guarantee you if Josh Allen's on the Chiefs and you flip their careers, it's the same exact
You know what?
outcome.
I think by now Josh Allen has a Super Bowl if he's with the Chiefs.
It's
I
a
agree there.
same outcome.
No, I think by now the Bills have a Super Bowl. If they would have drafted Patrick Mahomes instead of trading the pick to the Chiefs, Buffalo would have had at least one Super Bowl.
Well, there's
by
the
now.
difference there.
I guarantee you.
We would have started him right away. And he was not ready to start right away.
I agree with you there, but that doesn't mean he couldn't build to something. That doesn't mean he couldn't build to what he is now.
But the point still stands that it's never been on Josh that the reason that they lost in the playoffs.
And I agree with you there. I completely agree with you there. Like, it's never... It was, again, like I said, I'm not going to put half or more than half of the blame on Josh Allen because it's not fair. Like,
how do you lose a game when you're up
I agree.
with
His
13
defense
seconds
has
left?
let him down more times than not. I completely agree with you there. However, if I'm comparing your body of work against other guys, I just cannot put you at number one. I can. You're losing to the same guy
I think the thing that I'm
every
more
year.
Look, don't get me wrong. I think Patrick Mahomes is the best quarterback of all time. You don't currently think that.
I think he's number 2.
I think he's the best quarterback to ever play football.
I think that's disrespectful to Tom Brady.
I don't think it is. I think it's a compliment to how good Patrick Mahomes is. But current day, I'm taking Josh over Patrick Mahomes. And what I was about to say is the thing that I'm more upset about, not even upset, the thing that I disagree with you the most about is that you don't even have him at 2, because I can understand having Pat at 1.
Lamar's better.
He's not.
He is.
He literally isn't.
Better stats, more league MVPs, more All-Pros.
Switch their spots.
Like Lamar's quarterback of the Bills, Josh. I don't know. It might be the same. I don't know. I honestly don't know.
Josh is a better quarterback.
I tell you what, though. And you know what? I'm not even... If you have Josh Allen at 2 and Lamar at 3, I'm not even upset. But, like, I see a legitimate argument to that. Like, I'm not upset about that. I just think it's crazy you have him ahead of Patrick Mahomes. That's the part that I'm like, what are you talking about? That's where you lost me completely. I'm not even mad about the Lamar part. You might be, but look, you put him over Lamar, sure, I see arguments for it. There should be no argument why he's ahead of Patrick Mahomes. None whatsoever.
He is.
He's not. You only say that because you're a Bills fan.
No.
I promise you, if you were a Chiefs fan, you would not be saying this.
If I were a Chiefs fan?
Yeah, you would not be. If you were anything not a Bills fan, you would not be saying this.
Well, probably because I wouldn't watch every single game.
You just wouldn't have this biasy.
I don't.
If you weren't a Bills fan,
I legitimately
you would
think
not have
if
Josh
you
Allen ahead of Patrick Mahomes.
Sat down with every single GM in the NFL, scout,
Yeah.
and they just were stripped of all their accolades, and they're at their current form.
Wait, hold up.
They're
That's not fair.
No,
That's
hold
not
on.
fair.
But they're at their current form of what they are in their career right now.
Today.
And
I back
think
to our argument. I don't
90
even
out of
think,
100 GMs would take Josh Allen.
But that's not what this is. Like, I'm agreeing with you that last year he was the best player, not just quarterback, player. I completely agree with you there. But that's not what we're doing.
But is that
here.
it is though? Because at this current point in time, because there's a difference between an all-time list of the guys that are in the league right now.
I agree, because if it was an all-time list, Aaron Rodgers would be top 3.
Exactly.
Yeah, so I agree.
So then
with you,
but that's what I'm saying is that it is right now. Josh is currently playing better football than Patrick Mahomes.
If I had to start a brand new NFL team this upcoming season, and I had the first overall pick on what quarterback I would choose, or any player, Patrick Mahomes is my first pick. No questions asked, not thinking about it twice. Like, it's like
we're just not going to agree on it then. And obviously,
you're right.
I think a lot of people disagree. And I way more understand the argument that Mahomes is better than Josh.
He is.
But I can't understand of it at all that Lamar is better.
I just gave you reasons.
Because he had better stats than he did last year.
More league MVPs.
Which, to your argument, shouldn't even have won it because Josh had better stats than him that year. And your argument is that Lamar had better stats than Josh this year.
At the end of the day. But it's different because you're twisting it as Josh should have won it last year because of the stats.
Mm-hmm.
I'm acknowledging Lamar had the better stats, but I'm still saying he didn't deserve the MVP.
Mm-hmm. And I agree. I agree that Lamar should have won it last year. Lamar should have won it last year. I agree with that.
So he still deserves his 2 MVPs.
But for you to say the stats are better this year than Josh as a point.
It's just part of the argument.
I know, but it shouldn't count.
Do you agree that he deserves his 2 MVPs?
Yes.
So it's still more MVPs than Josh Allen, still more All-Pros than Josh Allen. He still won more than Josh Allen from a personal standpoint.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I'm saying. That's why he's ahead.
Yet their team isn't.
Huh?
Yet their team isn't. When I've just asked you the question.
Let's be honest. If Mark Andrews catches that pass, y'all are gone, and you know that.
We still have 4 minutes to score. What are you talking about?
I don't know. Maybe the turnover merchant
comes to life. He doesn't turn over in the playoffs. He doesn't.
Maybe he comes to life.
He does. Like there's a difference between playoff Josh and regular season Josh. He doesn't turn the ball over.
You're right, because regular season Josh gets the job done.
No.
Playoff Josh doesn't know how to get to that next level.
Literally every single game we've lost in the playoffs, besides maybe his second year when we lost to the Texans, which was just a catastrophic.
I remember watching that live. It was just such a boneheaded. Was that when he threw the ball back? Such a boneheaded play.
But to be fair, after halftime, it shouldn't have even been close because the Texans. Do you remember this? The Texans went to knee the ball down, and he never kneed the ball down and tossed the ball to the ref. And the ref just moved out the way, and the ball hit the ground. The Bills pick it up and score a touchdown. They would have gone up 20-3 in a playoff game, and instead the refs got together and say, "Well, he gave himself up," even though the ref that was standing right there was like this.
Look, we could talk hypotheticals. We could
100%.
If, ands, and buts.
100%.
But at the end of the day, Lamar has more MVPs and more All-Pros, more first-team All-Pros. That's why, for me, he's ahead of Josh Allen. As of now. For all I know, Josh Allen could go back-to-back MVP, and he's number one on my list.
Hypothetical, he does what he did this year. Is he number one?
Probably. Just show it to me again. That's all I'm saying. You showed me 1 year where you aren't a turnover merchant. Show it to me again. You show it to me again, I have zero issue putting you at 1.
Speaking of turnovers, that's kind of part of the reason as to why I dropped Pat. He just started to turn the ball over, and it's not as big of a problem with him because their team's better.
It was a down year for him for sure.
And he has a defense in place and defensive coordinator to be exact. Steve Spagnuolo is probably the best defensive coordinator in the league right now. He's the reason that we can never beat them. And let me just say this.
Wait. So the defense is the reason?
Yes.
But
it's never Pat.
I thought y'all's offense.
The defense.
I thought y'all's defense is the reason.
It is.
But you're saying Spag's defense is the reason. So what is it?
What do you mean?
You're saying the reason you guys never get to the Super Bowl is because your defense lets you down. But when you play the Chiefs, all of a sudden it's because the Chiefs' defense is the reason.
It's because
which is going against your offense.
Because when you score 9 out of the 10 times, and they just happen to stop you that one time. But when your defense gives up a touchdown 10 out of 10 times,
but then that's not the defense.
It is.
It's not.
It is because we still score on them. They just happen to stop us one time.
Then it's not the Chiefs' defense being the reason you guys don't make it.
It is because they stop us once out of 10 tries, and
that's
our
not
offense.
Good. That's not good. That's a historically awful defense. Stopping you 1 out of 10 times?
Historically bad when no other defense in the league can stop us.
That's not true. You guys lose games. It's not like you guys go, so other defenses stop you. That's
look at the games we've lost. I won't say every. I would say, I don't even know what stat I'm trying to go with here. I'll go out there and just say this. I bet you 80% of our losses, we've scored more than 30 points in a game.
Probably.
Which, that's not good.
Yeah. No, I agree with
the Chiefs maybe give up, I think they give up 17 points a game.
I don't know about that low, but it is a really
It's
good
below
defense.
20 for sure.
I'll give you that. It's good. It's a good defense.
All in all, the reason that I have Josh Allen as the number 1 quarterback in the league right now is because I think if you take him off that team is a 2-win football team, and he has done throughout his entire career more with less than these other guys have. Which, to a point, I don't know if you want to say something, I'll let you, but I was just going to put it into something. That brings up to why I have Joe Burrow at 4.
I agree with him at 4. I don't think he's as good as the first 3.
But that is a big reason as to why I have him at 4. He has every single level that he has played in the NFL and in college. He's had a superstar team with him.
Yeah. Maybe other than his rookie year, but yeah, after that, yeah.
I don't want to take away with how good he is.
Yeah.
But it's a lot easier to do it when you have 2 superstar receivers in college with you and in the NFL.
I agree with you there.
So that is really the only reason why I have him at 4.
I just don't think Joe Burrow is as good as Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, or Josh Allen. No matter what order you put those 3, I think no matter what, you have those 3 ahead of Joe Burrow. And that's no
4.
diss on Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
Because Well, top 5 for like Joe Burrow is really good. Honestly, if it wasn't for his defense, probably the MVP last year, probably. But no, I agree. Like, I just don't think it's fair to put him ahead of the 3 we have.
And it's like, if we're taking into account just the best quarterbacks, you have to take into account everything that the quarterback does.
Yeah.
He doesn't do the running stuff.
I was literally about to say that he doesn't utilize his. Not to say he can't, because he can.
Not really, but
No, he can. He's an underrated runner. Joe Burrow can.
You don't think of him as a runner though.
He just doesn't do it at the level as the first 3 and some people below him.
Yeah.
But regardless, like, he could utilize his legs, just not as a high level as other guys in the top 10.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. I think we've had enough of that. Do you have anything else to add about Joe Burrow?
No, I think we agree he's at 4. We agree that the defense hurts him a lot. We agree he's still elite. Like, there's no doubt Joe Burrow is elite. And yeah, we agree. The 3 before him deserve to be ahead of him.
And again, I think any of those 4 quarterbacks, and you say 3, I think there's even a case that Joe Burrow may be ahead of Lamar. If you give one, I could be convinced. I really do.
You're just being a hater at this point.
Regardless, those 4 are the top 4 quarterbacks in the NFL.
And I told you, I know you're not going to agree with me because of the discussion we just had. I think it's, when it comes to tiers, I think it's Mahomes by himself. And then you have Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, Joe Burrow in their own tier, that A+ tier.
I think Josh is up there now.
You think he's a S tier with him?
He's with Mahomes.
No,
he's at Mahomes' level, and he's better than him right now in this current moment.
He had a better season last season than him. He's not on Mahomes' level. He's just simply not. But he's in that A+ tier with Burrow and Jackson for sure. All right.
I know you have Jaden at 5.
I do have
so
Jaden
I will let you give a little bit of Jaden.
I would just like to know why you have Matthew Stafford at 5 and Jaden at 6. Can you tell me why?
So at 5, I think the list had Jaden at 5, correct?
It did, yes. Which is accurate.
So
very accurate.
The reason that I have Matthew Stafford at 5 and not Jaden Daniels, who I do have at 6,
yes.
The reason I have him above him is because exactly your argument with Josh.
The body of work?
No.
Oh.
I mean, yes, but to even more to what you were saying, it's been 1 year.
Fair, and I think that is fair.
Matthew Stafford has been to a Super Bowl,
yes.
Has been on some of the...
We'll cut that out. Freaking, 4 years ago?
Yeah.
He went to a Super Bowl 4 years ago, and we're going to keep highlighting that. He had a super team around him.
He was like 35 years old, or 33 years old.
He had a super team around him. And, like, no, look, but Matthew Stafford's in my top 10. I'm not trying to diss Matthew Stafford. All I'm saying is,
like, he had a super team around him.
It's been a while.
It was Aaron Donald. That's the super team.
Aaron Donald, Jalen Ramsey was on that team.
That was when Cooper Kupp
was still elite.
Yep.
Odell was decent. He was okay. Had a very good O-line with him. At the time, had the best offensive mind with him. Like, let's not act like...
But the continued success of Matthew Stafford. He's been on some of the worst teams in football history with the Lions.
Yeah.
And he was still considered a top 10 quarterback.
He also had a top 3 receiver of all time.
And how was that team?
No, they're awful. And I agree with you. They were awful. However, it helps having a top 3 receiver of all time to throw to.
Sure.
Like, that helped. You could be... Anthony Richardson could be a low-level Pro Bowler.
That was my argument for a lot of the guys that I had ahead of him. And as to why I didn't have them any higher. Burrow included. Mahomes. You can throw Mahomes in that list. He's had the best tight end of all time to play with. And
no. What? No, what? You think Travis Kelce's the best tight end of all? What?
You think
Do you just hate the Patriots entirely?
No. Travis Kelce is a better tight end than Rob Gronkowski.
What?
You don't even think it's an argument?
No, bro. What?
Are you serious?
Are you serious?
Yes.
Look, Travis Kelce, top 5 tight end of all time. No argument, no ifs, ands, or buts. Absolute dog. You seriously think
nobody can do
Gronkowski?
What he did with the ball in his hand at that position? I agree that Gronk has him blocking wise. Sure.
Gronk is
unguardable.
Is the Shaq of the NFL.
Yep. And Shaq is never considered a top 5 tight end or top 5 player in the NBA ever.
Literally, there's an argument he's number 1 of all time in his position.
Position, sure.
And that's all I'm saying. That's exactly what the argument is. We're talking about position.
But I don't even think that's true.
I
think Jokic is better. But that's a different... We're football guys. I'm not even going to go into that.
There's no question.
But no. This is a perfect analogy. I'm so glad you said that.
Player.
I'm so glad you just said what you said.
In the NFL, at the tight end position than Rob Gronkowski.
I'm so glad you just said what you said. That he is Shaq, right? And I just said... to your argument that you think he is the best player at his position of all time. Yes. Shaq including and Gronk. Because they are the most dominant player of all time. Yeah. I disagree with that. I don't even think he's the best center of all time. I currently believe the best center of all time is Jokic. It's because he can do everything.
He's a dog. Yeah.
And that, to me, is what Kelsey is. Kelsey, we've never seen a tight end like that with the ball in his hand, consistently being able to get open when the team knows that he's the one getting the ball.
So I think your argument is he's a better receiving tight end than Gronk, which maybe, sure. But when it comes to everything else being a tight end, I'd take Gronk over him.
I mean, we're going to act like he can't block at all. I'm not saying he's good.
Close to the level.
Sure.
It is night and day when it comes to that.
Sure.
It is varsity versus freshman team when it comes to that. That's a whole aspect of that position.
Yep. And I think
that's
Travis Kelce is that much better at the receiving aspect than Gronk.
That's good. Look, is he a more elusive runner? Is more agile with the ball? I'm not even sure if I would say he does more with the ball of his hands, just because you couldn't tackle Gronk. You just could not bring him down.
You still can't tackle Travis Kelce.
Yes, you can.
And he's 34 years old.
Yes, you can.
Then why is he consistently one of the best tight ends in the league? At 34 years old.
Gronk was one of the best tight ends with the Bucks.
Gronk stopped playing when he was 29 years old.
Yeah, because he was... we're going to knock that against him?
Are we not going to add that into the equation?
No, for what?
He's played 5 more years. Even more.
With less years, he is still better than Travis Kelce.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is. That's so crazy that you think Travis Kelce is better than Gronk. That's insane.
He is.
And you think Mahomes is better than Brady. Dude, you played them twice a year. That's why. That is why.
It's because we've been playing the Chiefs twice a year for the past however many years.
And you can't beat them no matter what.
Exactly. We beat the Patriots. We've beaten the Patriots before. We can't beat these guys.
Not when it matters.
Huh?
You couldn't beat Brady and Gronk when it mattered.
I mean, we were never in a position to be when it mattered.
You guys were never better than those two.
But
you're not better than the other two with the Chiefs now. But still, no, there's just no argument for Travis Kelce being better than Gronk. There's just none.
I don't know why we're having this conversation for so long about the tight ends, but yeah.
Where were we? This started off with Matthew Stafford and Jaden Daniels. Can I ask you this?
Yes.
Does Matthew Stafford do anything better than Jaden Daniels?
Throwing. Which is
in what aspect?
80% of the game.
What aspect? What aspect of throwing?
Accuracies.
No.
Arm talent.
Jaden's is better.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. It literally Jaden has better accuracy.
If you say he has a better arm than him, you're wrong.
What do you mean? Arm strength?
Arm talent.
He does.
Which is a combination of accuracy and arm strength.
All the angles. He gets his
Matthew Stafford
open.
Invented the sidearm throws.
Insane.
Who did? Who?
Sorry, I'm not a historian of this. Matthew Stafford did not show me the first ever sidearm throw. Then, if you're so confident, Matthew Stafford invented
Matthew Stafford was doing.
Show it to me right now.
My iPad died. Stafford.
Don't worry, I'll
Stafford
look it up right now.
was doing no look passes before Patrick Mahomes was even thinking about going to college.
Matthew Stafford should I just Google who invented the sidearm?
It's going to pop up for baseball. But regardless, Stafford has been doing this for, I know I should have come more prepared, but he's been in the league for 15 years.
Yeah.
And he has consistently been in the conversation of a top 10 quarterback. And in recent years, it's been in the top 7. So for you to say...
Literally, Brett Favre did it.
Brett Favre would just throw it 100 miles an hour.
Brett Favre would literally do the sidearm. That's a whole decade before. Yeah. How are you telling me? Oh my God.
What? What does it say?
The sidearm pass in football is not a formally recognized or invented technique in the way that the forward pass was. Instead, it's a variation of throw-in and some players develop and utilize. While not attributed to a single inventor, players like Brett Favre, Phillip Rivers, and Patrick Mahomes are known for their prominent use of the sidearm slingshot style. A whole decade before Matthew Stafford was even drafted, it was being done. So what are you talking about? What do you mean Matthew Stafford invented a sidearm throw? He literally didn't. You're just saying stuff out of your butt.
No.
There's nothing that Matthew Stafford does that is better than Jaden.
I literally just told you.
No, you just made up some
Arm
fake
talent.
stat.
Arm talent and accuracies.
No,
he's done it.
Doesn't.
What is the
He
whole
doesn't.
reason as to why I had Stafford ahead of Jaden? I said it as soon as we started the conversation.
Why? Tell me.
You don't remember?
I don't.
It's because he's been doing it for so long. Jaden's done 1 year. And that was your whole argument with Josh is we got to see him do it again. I understand. I understand. And do you know how tough
he's done
it is for
stuff Matthew Stafford has never been close to doing?
What?
Do you want me to?
No. What? What? Like?
No,
what do
no.
you mean? What do you mean he hasn't done stuff close to whatever Stafford's done?
Would you like me to?
Sure. What? I don't know. What?
Thank you. I'm gonna just go over just some of the records.
I guarantee
Jaden Daniels has broken and created in his rookie season alone. Some of them are rookie records, and I will preference that in it. So just pay attention. Most rushing yards by a rookie quarterback. Most total yards by a rookie quarterback. Most fourth quarter touchdown passes in a rookie season. Highest completion percentage in first 4 games by any QB at 82.1%. The person who had it previously, Tom Brady with 79.2 in 2007. First player in NFL history to have 1,000 passing yards and 250 rush yards in his first 5 career games. Highest completion percentage by a rookie in a single game ever in NFL history at 91% versus the Bengals. An NFL record 11-time Rookie of the Week. NFL record 5 touchdowns in the last 5 seconds of a game. In NFL history, there have only been 3 instances of a team recording 0 turnovers and 0 punts in a game. All 3 of those games were played by Jaden Daniels.
Wait, what was that last one?
Where was I? In NFL history, there have only been 3 instances of a team recording 0 turnovers and 0 punts in a game. And all 3 of those games, Jaden Daniels.
That's not true.
It is.
Because the Bills have done that. That's not true.
It's definitely true.
Look it up. I guarantee you.
Where do you think I got these stats from?
I don't know. Because I know the Bills had a record for a while. They went like 2 straight games without punting the ball.
How many? Did they create turnovers, though?
What, the defense, or they gave up turnovers?
They gave up turnovers.
I don't think so.
I'll look it up, but I promise you, how many QBs in NFL history? What was it? My bad, it's teams. No, I'll do QBs. How many QBs in NFL history have recorded 0? I can't spell. Turnovers.
0 punts.
And 0 punts in a game. In the history of the NFL, only a few quarterbacks have led their teams to a game where they recorded 0 turnovers, 0 punts. Specifically, Jaden Daniels of the Washington Commanders achieved this feat 3 times during the 2004-2005 season. Yeah.
You said only a few quarterbacks, so that's different than
a few times.
So
Jaden
different
Daniels,
than what you said.
All 3 times. Jaden Daniels.
No, that's not what you just said.
Let me specify it to teams then, because I did put QBs, because I thought it would be more specific. Because I don't want to bring up like history from like the 1940s. Perfect. Yeah. Thank you. Oh my God, I'm so happy we Googled this. In NFL history, there have been 7 instances of a team recording 0 turnovers and 0 punts in a game. This feat was achieved most recently by the Washington Commanders and the Cincinnati Bengals in Week 3 of the 2024 season, making the first time this has happened since 1940. Just
In
as
that
I
game,
said.
were both of them. That was both of them.
No. It's saying it was against.
I know, because the Bengals did the same thing.
Dude, I'm literally telling you what the stat was.
I know, but you're reading it wrong.
No,
it's because it's saying because it's saying that the Bengals also did it.
No, they did not.
That's what it just said. Read it,
dude. Let me go to Twitter.
It literally just you just said that the
the
Commanders and Bengals are the first game to have 0 punts and 0
I'll
turnovers.
literally show you.
Do you remember?
In NFL history, there have been 3 instances of a team having 0 turnovers, 0 punts in a game behind a rookie.
A rookie.
Rookie. Me. By a rookie. That's on me. Let me continue, though. By a rookie. Add that to by a rookie. All 3 belong to Jaden Daniels. All right. That's on me. Either way, so you're acting like
I'm not saying it's not a very impressive
by
thing.
a rookie. I should have added by a rookie by that. My bad. Only 2 QBs in NFL history have ran an offense in a road playoff game with 0 punts and 0 turnovers. Those being Jaden Daniels and Peyton Manning in 2003. Jaden Daniels had 3 games, 0 punts, 0 turnovers. That is more than Tom Brady, Patrick Mahomes, Joe Montana, and Peyton Manning have 2 combined in their careers. Mm-hmm. Maybe you know those guys. Mm-hmm. Maybe you've heard of them. Definitely better than your quarterback. Has 3.
Although he's done that too.
He has 3, but he literally hasn't.
He is.
Has Josh... Why keep on H? Has Josh Allen
I'm sorry to you guys that it took that long
NFL
for him to realize that he was talking wrong.
In an NFL game.
And
where
we're about to find out if I'm right.
Where he had
0 turnovers, 0 punts.
Had 0.
I'm almost positive that it might not have been this season, but last year that we had a stretch of games where we went like 3 straight games without punting the ball.
0.
We might have turned the ball over in that game,
punts.
but I know we didn't punt the ball for like 3 straight games.
Oh, you guys did in the playoffs in 2021.
Yep, against the Patriots.
Yeah.
Yep.
What do you know? Twitter lied to me. Shame on you, Twitter.
That's we were watching that game together.
No, we weren't.
Yes, we were.
We didn't even know each other in 2021.
It was the Patriots-Bills playoff game.
We didn't even know each other in 2020.
Okay, I remember watching that game because at halftime.
You know what? We should not blame this on me because you saw I took the time to do my research and I literally just put what I was being told.
Well, the research was
that
not
research
correct.
was wrong. Some of it, not all of it. Some just certain aspects.
So
shame on the research, not me. Don't blame me. He already has 3 items in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. His jersey from his historic rookie season, the game ball where he set the record against the Bengals, that historic game, and autograph equipment from his Hail Mary touchdown, which is one of the greatest plays in NFL history. That's not even to mention that he won a playoff game for the first time in 2005. That's the last time the franchise has won one. Took a 4-13 team to the NFC Championship game for the first time since 1991, and he did it as a rookie. Did Matthew Stafford do anything that I listed? Anything at all? Did he come close to anything I just listed?
He's on a Super Bowl.
No. Yes, because he was on a Super... Sorry that Jaden Daniels didn't take a 4-13 team to the Super Bowl.
Again,
I sincerely apologize.
The point that
Jaden Daniels, as a rookie in a rebuild year, lost to one of the most completed rosters in NFL history at their home and didn't make it to a Super Bowl. But let's forgive Josh Allen for having multiple tries and never getting the job done. Let's forgive him for that. But not Jaden Daniels as a rookie and with a rebuild roster for losing to the Super Bowl champions at their house in the NFC Championship game.
It sounds a lot like how Josh Allen is.
No,
yes,
that just shows how delusional you are. He's had multiple tries and could not get the job done. Even to the teams that did not end up winning the Super Bowl. Huh?
Why is he not number 1?
Small sample size. And we gotta be
my
fair.
point.
We gotta be fair. But he's better than Stafford. All right, back to kind of the argument we did with Mahomes and Josh Allen. Today, you had to choose a team going forward.
Jaden.
Okay.
100%.
So how is that different than your argument? With
Because
Josh Allen and Mahomes?
it's the same argument that both of us are making. It's just this time I'm making the argument and you're the one defending it.
Look,
I'm saying it's the one season. If he does it again this year, obviously he might be ahead of Joe Burrow. He might be ahead of Joe Burrow if he does it again. I really like Jaden Daniels. I like him a lot.
Such a liar.
That's not a lie.
Stop gaslighting me. Stop gaslighting the audience.
But this is the problem.
Even during the draft process, you doubted him.
Yeah, I did.
And
proved me
during
wrong.
the season,
and half
you
the
doubted
people
him.
on this
and
list,
today,
a lot of
you
the
are
people
still doubting him. even
How
though
am I
he's
doubting
proved-
him?
You think they're winning 6 games?
Yes.
How are you? You said Caleb
That doesn't
Williams
mean
is going to
that-
play better than him.
That doesn't mean that he's not good. I think Caleb Williams is going to be really good. There can't be two really good quarterbacks. That's not allowed.
To have what Jaden did last year, to have him winning 6 games next year, is absolutely insane. It's not insane if you're just admitting to being a hater, but you're trying to gaslight everyone here into thinking.
I'm not.
But you literally are. You literally are. Jaden Daniels was brought here to not change the franchise, to change the NFL. We've never seen. I'm so serious. We've never in the history of the NFL has there been a prospect.
It's not true.
Not
true.
What do you think I'm about to say?
Go ahead.
You don't even know what I'm about to say. No, what's not true that you think I'm about to say?
Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. You want to interrupt me so bad.
That has been this good.
No, I wasn't even going to say that. There has never been a prospect in the history of the NFL that has the chance to develop into not only the best runner in the league, but the best passer in the league. I'm not saying that's going to happen this year. But
He already exists.
Who?
Josh Allen.
He's not as good of a runner as Lamar Jackson. If you think he is, you are literally insane. Is he a better runner than Lamar Jackson?
No.
But that's what I'm saying. Jaden has that chance. Jaden, I'm not saying it's going to happen. Because he's shown he can do it. He's literally shown, passing-wise and rushing-wise, he has the chance to develop into not only the best running quarterback, but the best passing quarterback. Will it happen? I don't know. That's a lot to ask for. But the fact
At a
that
certain point in time, sure.
But that's what I'm saying. There's never
Because
been
Lamar was 35 years old and can't run like he used to. Sure, maybe.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, there's never been.
There is right now.
Who?
When Lamar won MVP,
I wouldn't say he was the best.
he had like a
passer,
73% completion
Don't get me wrong,
percentage.
he was elite, but like passing wise, like I'd even take Josh Allen ahead of him. Strictly passing wise, I probably would. Same with Patrick Mahomes. But that goes to my point. Jaden Daniels could be the best at both of them, and we've never seen that.
We did though.
But we didn't, because you just said 2 different guys.
I know.
At first you said
We've
Josh
seen
Allen.
it twice.
No, we haven't. Lamar was not a better passer than Mahomes or Josh Allen.
Michael Vick.
I wouldn't say he was the best passer because he still had Peyton Manning. He
Cam
still
Newton?
had Tom Brady. I think RG3's rookie, he was a better runner than Cam. Let me think.
No bias.
No, he wasn't a better passer than Aaron Rodgers. Stop that. You know he wasn't.
Beat him. He beat him.
That's fine. Okay. Patrick Mahomes beat him. Is he better?
I just like the mic.
Is Patrick Mahomes better? He beat him.
No.
So why are you? Since Patrick Mahomes beat Josh Allen in the playoffs, that means he's better, right? That's the argument you just made.
No.
So how does that work with Aaron Rodgers and Cam Newton?
It doesn't. I was joking. He was obviously Aaron Rodgers is a better passer.
So, but that's what I'm saying. There's never been an instance of it.
But Lamar was.
But he wasn't. So Lamar was a better passer than Josh Allen.
3 years ago, yeah.
That's insane. Like I don't understand. I don't, because you literally just contradict everything you've been saying today and for years just for an argument.
No.
Yes, because you've never once in your life admitted Lamar was a better passer. But because I bring this up, you're like, you know what? Lamar was a better passer. But not once in your life have
It's
you
'cause he
ever
had the
admitted
turnovers.
that. And
Josh had turnovers.
And I promise you, if I were to bring this up next week, hey, Lamar's always been a better passer than Josh. That's what I'm saying. Like, he's so hypocritical. He never makes up his mind. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
No, I did make up my mind. Josh Allen's the best quarterback in the NFL.
No, he's really not. And
Yes.
you go back to bring up Josh Allen.
Yep,
Because
because
it's
that's
about Jaden.
Who's at the top.
He's not. Then beat Patrick Mahomes. You can't because you're not as
Because of defense.
Because you're not.
It has nothing to do with how good they are.
In his body.
What has he?
He doesn't
what has he
have
done?
a clutch gene in
No,
his
we're
body.
done with this. We're
He
done with this.
cannot
We're never
beat
going to agree on it.
Patrick Mahomes because he
never gonna
doesn't have
agree on
a
it.
clutch gene
What does
in
clutch
his
have
body.
to do with the defense
When
giving up a
are we
touchdown with 13
gonna
seconds left
stop
in the game?
forgiving Josh Allen for not getting the job done?
Have you never watched that game before?
When are we gonna hold him accountable for not getting the
where
job
is it his fault?
done?
I want to just know where it's his fault.
How many times has he been to the Super Bowl?
0.
And because why? Because
defense.
Patrick Mahomes is better than him.
It's because
That's
the
all
defense.
I'm gonna say.
That's all
I
I'm
have
gonna say.
Jalen Hurts at 6. Where did you have him?
I had Jalen Hurts at 8.
I think he's a little disrespectful. And
It's because I had Jaden at 6.
hear me out. As I was writing the stats and stuff for Jalen Hurts, I was like, do I want him? Like, I'm not. And I know stats aren't everything. I know stats are not everything.
Obviously,
However,
on my list, I think there's a little bit more prevalent to what you're saying. To me, stats are not everything.
I agree they're not everything. But
Which,
I think they're
again,
worth something.
according to that's based off of my entire list. I'm not going off of stats. Stats obviously play a part into it.
Yeah, there's something.
They're there for a reason.
Yes.
But that's not the whole picture.
I
and
completely
it's not
agree
the
with
whole
you.
story.
I completely agree with you.
The reason I have Jalen Hurts at 8 as opposed to 6 like you is kind of the same argument we've been having this entire time. I don't think there's been a single time in his career, and again, you have him at 6, so we're not acting like he's a top 3 quarterback.
No, he's not even top 5. If anyone
But-
has Jalen Hurts in your top 5, you're crazy.
But
You're simply
to be
crazy.
fair, he does have a Super Bowl
Yes. Super Bowl MVP as well.
and the MVP.
Yeah.
But
Has been to 2 Super Bowls.
personal statistics, you have a better look at it than
Yeah.
I do because you have
Just let me know what do you know his stats?
not really
Ballpark, how many yards and touchdowns do you think he has?
total in his career.
No, just last season alone.
Passing yards,
Mm-hmm.
32.
Okay, 3,200. How many touchdowns, passing touchdowns alone?
28.
He has less than 3,000 pass yards and 18 touchdowns with the receiving core he has. Took me by surprise as well. I like you, thought he had over 3,000 and around 25. Yeah, it surprised me a lot. But like how you said, you cannot deny Super Bowl champion, Super Bowl MVP, 2 Super Bowl appearances, and the one he lost still played really well.
That's
in it.
but like that's the thing is like you can't knock him.
Yes, because at the end of the day, he's a winner.
Yeah.
Like, do I cannot stand Jalen Hurts. I cannot stand him. What's part of the reason why I can't stand it? 1, horrible franchise he's a part of. 2, because he's winning with that horrible franchise. I'll admit it. I hate him because he's winning. I'm allowed to admit that as a rival fan.
So you have Stafford at 8.
I do.
Okay, so mine went from 6 to Jaden. We've had the Jaden conversation already. Stafford, we've talked about a little bit. I'll let you dive in deeper with him.
Yes.
I have Hurts at 8. And the guy that I have ahead of him obviously was Jaden at 6. And we both have Herbert at 7.
Yes.
I have Herbert over Hurts. What do you think about that?
I think there's a legit argument about that. And the reason I don't have him higher than 7 is just because his play in the playoffs, maybe not all the playoffs
I
games
agree.
he's been in. But there's no doubt there's a struggle there. Like, he obviously something isn't working there. That's not to say he isn't talented. That's not to say he isn't, you could consider an elite quarterback. That's not to say he's not one of the most exciting quarterbacks to watch, because he is. And I don't blame you for having him ahead of Hurts. Like, if I know it kind of contradicts what I said earlier, but take away the accolades and awards, just for face value, you watch them both play at the same time. I'm probably taking Herbert over Hurts. So
I mean, out of all the guys on this list, correct me if I'm wrong, Hurts has been the lowest drafted guy.
I believe so. Yeah. Yes, he was, because he was a second round pick. Everyone else was a first.
There's a reason.
Yeah.
Like, no one expected him to be this guy. No
agree,
one.
yeah.
He has turned into.
Hold up. Not only was everyone else a first round pick, I'm pretty sure everyone else was a top 5 pick.
Yeah.
No, except Mahomes was 10, right?
Mahomes was
Everyone was a top 10
No,
pick.
Josh, 10.
Everyone was a top 10 pick. Not only were they first rounders.
No,
was a top-
no, it's wrong. Lamar.
Oh, yeah, that's on me. All right, so everyone was a first-round pick.
Everyone's a
except for
first-round pick
Jalen
except
Hurts.
Jalen.
Yeah.
Which, again, no one expected him to be what he is today.
Yeah.
And that's what you can give him credit for. But doesn't make him a better quarterback.
I agree.
He plays on a really good football team that helps him play that position really well.
Yes, and that's why I cannot put him. And I know, especially from Philly fans, they keep insisting Jalen is ahead of Jaden because of the accolades. You might disagree. I promise you, if Jaden is on, you swap. We get hurt.
That's my argument, though.
Is on the Eagles probably go undefeated, and I'm not even lying.
That's my argument, though. With I hate keep going back to it, even though you kind of just went back to Jaden, so I'm going to do it real quick.
Fine, go ahead.
You swapped them. You swapped Josh and Pat. I guarantee you, the Chiefs have just as many Super Bowls, if not more.
But the Bills still have at least one.
I don't think they do.
You don't think they have at least one in your words, the greatest quarterback ever?
Nope. It's because of the defense. The defense.
So crazy.
Because they will get you to that quarterback gets you to the point every single time, no matter what. He's gotten you to the point where you're gonna win the football game, and the defense has let him down.
We gotta get back to Jalen Hurts
Again. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, I mean, I had to put the accolades. Like, he doesn't hurt the team; he only boosts them. Now, I think there are other quarterbacks that could boost them maybe even further. However, I have to respect that he is a true winner. Therefore, and he's still talented. Like, and I don't want it to seem like we're only putting him here because of the accolades. Like, no, he's still talented.
So that's the funny thing is that you're the one sitting here saying how much you hate the Eagles and all this stuff.
Yes.
I have them lower than you do. 2 spots lower. You have them at 6.
I think I can at least, I don't know if respect's the word, but I at least
you can acknowledge
like, you are better than us. Maybe not the quarterback is, but like the quarterback is part of that operation.
It's part of the equation.
Yes, if you take away the quarterback and put in Baker Mayfield, Jared Goff, I don't think you are better than what you are with Jalen Hurts.
They have been, and this is the reason why the Eagles have been such a good team over the past couple of years, is because they understand, like the Chiefs, like the Ravens, like the Bills, like all the top teams in the league right now. They understand that we can only go as far as our quarterback can go. So
Washington just now discovered that after
the Eagles being smart, and I know it's tough for you to say that they're smart, but they are.
Harry, as much as I hate to admit it, because I hate his face with my entire heart, there's no doubt Howie Roseman's the best GM in the league right now.
And not even just getting the players there. It's the scheme and it's all everything. They know what to do, and they use Jalen's strengths to their advantage.
Yes.
Instead of, hey, we got to try to throw the ball 400 yards.
Every coordinator and every head coach does that or could put their ego to the side.
And those are the people that stick.
Happen.
Those are the teams and the coaches that stick in the league, and it's so prevalent. Look at every teams. Look at all the teams.
Agree with you. Yes.
You can't say, all right, hey, you need to learn my system, or this isn't going to work.
Yes.
If you know that there's a quarterback that's on your roster that you're going to have be your starting quarterback that year, you cater to him, not the other way around. Now, obviously, there's a learning curve to the NFL, so you're going to have to learn some stuff as a college player as opposed to an NFL player. But you also help them out by doing what's easier for them to do. Instead of, like, if Jalen was in the, what's the team that throws the ball every play? Like the
Bears. I know the Bears threw it a lot last year.
They throw it a lot. The
Cardinals, maybe. I know. I could be wrong.
Regardless, if you put Jaden, or why do I keep mixing these guys up? If you put Jalen in a system that is in the top 5 of passing plays per game, he's nowhere near as consistent as he is as a player today.
I agree with you. Yeah.
Which, to me, that's why I have him lower.
And look, I'm not going to hate on it because there's arguments to him being at 8. And I'll admit, like, a big reason why he is at 6 for me is because of the team accolades. That comes with individual success. But no, a big reason of it is because of the Super Bowl championship and the Super Bowl MVP and being there twice and stuff.
About Justin Herbert. We didn't talk about Justin Herbert that much. We both have him at 7.
Yeah, I mean, man, his playoff performance is just really hurt
Playoffs have
us.
been really bad. But to a same degree, I don't think his teams have been very good.
I will admit, probably out of all 10 guys we have here, he probably has the worst weapons.
Yeah. I like Lad McConkey a lot.
I wasn't too high on him throughout the
I
draft
was
process.
pretty high on him.
He has proven me wrong. He had a really great rookie season.
You go to a team, not go to a team, you're already on the team, but you have a coach come in that's whole motto is we're going to run the football.
Yes.
And then you get that team and they can't really run the football. Yet, they still have success.
Yeah.
How does that work? It's because your quarterback's really good.
He's really good. There's no doubt about it. You gotta do something in the playoffs, dude. Like, you just have to.
Again,
maybe that'll change. I think John Harbaugh
they're building.
is a drastic improvement to Coach Stanley.
They got one of my favorite players in the draft, and I really think that they're gonna really change the running game around.
Marion Hampton's a dog.
Hampton, they signed Najee Harris. That alone, if you would have just put Najee on the team, forget Omarion. That's the best running back that they had on their entire roster from last season.
Since Prime Eckler, that's probably the best running back they've had since Prime Eckler.
Yeah, and Harbaugh was still losing games to Ohio State at that point. Like, that's how long ago that was.
That's a fact.
Like,
that's a fact. Yeah. So no, we definitely agreed. Herbert is safe at 7. Like he's number 7, and I mean, if he got playoff success, I don't mind putting him even 5 maybe if he could have some playoff success.
All right, let's hear you talk a little bit good about Matthew Stafford because it was in the moment that I had him where you have Jaden, so it was a little bit of hateful of Matthew Stafford. I know you don't hate Matthew Stafford.
Not at all. I don't hate anyone in this top 10. They're in the top 10 for a reason, and I'm sure you could say the same.
Yeah.
But a lot to like what you said for him being at 5. It is an impressive body of work. He does do a lot of things well. Very talented arm. Could get his receivers open. He's very smart with the ball as well. Like it's not like he's just and not to trash Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow takes risks every once in a while,
which is there's not wrong.
And sometimes it doesn't work out.
Yeah.
You're not really gonna get that often out of Matthew Stafford, and I feel like that's why his career has been as long as successful as it has been. So yeah, he's a top 10 quarterback for me. Even how old is he? 35.
Yeah, I think he might be 36. But
I mean, he's up there. But
yeah,
I mean,
the fact that he's been able
to
to do what he does consistently.
Yes, very
for
consistent.
14,
very consistent.
15 years. And then at 9,
we have our swapped. I have Stroud at 9, Goff at 10. You have Goff at 9, Stroud at 10. I'm not mad at that.
Yeah.
I'm be honest. I think at one point, either Goff was 8 or 9 for me. If
So,
I'm not mistaken.
I'll start. The reason I have Goff ahead of Stroud currently is the sophomore slump. I think Stroud really took. I'm not even gonna say took a step back. He just did not play as good as he did.
Can I make an argument with that? I think, and I'm not denying last year wasn't as good as his rookie year, but I think not you, but just people in general think that it was a bad year.
No.
Look at his numbers. It was not a bad year. His team around him was bad.
It was
the coach and OC specifically was bad, not him necessarily.
There's a reason that guy's not there anymore.
I'm gonna be honest. When I first made this list, he wasn't in my top 10 at all.
Me neither.
But then you start thinking about things, you start reevaluating things, and it's like last year he was a clear top 8, top 7.
That's the
so
point.
to just take him off entirely because his offense as a whole
Declined,
did bad,
yeah.
like that just didn't seem fair. So yeah, no, I don't mind you putting Goff at 9 and him at 10. I think that's fair. I just think Stroud may do a little bit more, maybe a little more accurate, maybe a little more mobile, escaping the pocket and stuff than Goff. But again, I'm not mad at all with Goff being at 9 and Stroud at 10.
So like you had mentioned, I didn't have Stroud in my top 10 either when I first started to do the rankings. But then like you said, you look back at the rookie year and then you look at the season he had this year. There's not really much of a difference from what they did. The difference is he just was like, it was basically like Jaden Daniels level that he was playing at the year before. Just not to the running extent. But the way that he was playing quarterback was easily a top 7
to
quarterback.
that point,
if he played the season that he did the year before, this past season, he might be 5.
At that, if he played this past season like he did his rookie year, absolutely he's ahead of Jaden. I don't even think there's a argument about that. But
that's why I decided to put him back on the list, because it's like,
yeah, kind of similar to you. It was just like, why am I going to punish him for the entire offense as a whole being bad and not helping him out?
Yeah. Now, again, I have him at 10. I have Goff ahead of him. As much as you want to say that the weapons around him are that good, he really only has one receiver.
Dude, people kind of similar to Geno Smith, except I think Goff is better, honestly. Like, I think he is an underappreciated guy because he isn't the most flashy quarterback, the guy that I guess kids want to aspire to be like. I know that sounds messed up, but, like, it's kind of true. Like, you're not going to find a 5-year-old saying, I want to play just like Jared Goff.
But he gets the job done.
But he gets the job done. He knows how to win. He's a smart player.
He was the number 1 pick.
He raises his team to another level.
He was the number 1 pick in the draft.
Yeah. I mean, he does. He makes his team better. If they don't have Jared Goff, they are not the same Lions that they are. And that's just the truth.
Again, kind of similar to how we were kind of talking about Jalen Hurts. The Lions know what they have in Goff.
Yes.
They know you can't kind of play hero ball with him. You can't let him put the ball in his hands and be like, all right, let's see you do something. You have to design plays for him. Yes. But he gets it done. He knows what he's doing.
He does it perfectly.
And he executes it very well, which that's all you can ask for from a quarterback.
Yes, absolutely. Especially when, kind of like you said, you build a roster that talented. Mm-hmm. You don't need to play hero ball. And he understands that. Not to say he's playing boring or safe. No. He takes his shots. He's just smart with his shots. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, that's why he's in the top 10. I don't mind you putting him at 9. Yeah. Like, I think there's a real argument for that.
And then kind of to like what we were talking about earlier, the honorable mentions, we both had Baker.
Yeah.
I was really close.
He was in my list originally.
I had Baker at 10 ahead of Stroud.
Yes.
I did.
I as well did, yes.
But I go back to the point of me talking about a lot of these players that probably most people have higher than I do, personally. Like Hurts, like Goff. I bet you people have Goff higher than 9.
Yeah.
Or who else were we talking? Burrow. Burrow probably is a 2 for some people.
Sure.
They play on crazy good offenses, and so does Baker. Baker is on one of the best offenses in the league. They have 2 elite weapons at receiver, a really, really good running back, 2 running backs, really. He is the definition of a game manager, but he's a game manager plus because he can he can do the extra stuff when you need it, just not to the elite level as the top 7, 8 guys.
I completely agree with you. Yes, I agree with you.
And then Dak, I just threw on there because he is good. It's
unfortunate with the injury. It's unfortunate with and if he wasn't injured, probably a top 8 guy.
Yeah,
most likely.
It's just the fact that it's happened 2 years in a row, and I mean, was it 3 maybe, or is it 2?
It may have been the year before last, so it may have been twice in the last 3 years.
Yeah, because he did play that whole season the year before, didn't he?
He was like second in MVP voting.
But regardless, the injuries happen. Like, you can't put too much of the blame on the quarterback, but I can't put you ahead of these guys that are actually playing.
Yeah. No, availability is your best ability. It is preached all the time, and it's true. Why am I going to put you on a list and praise you when you're not on the field? Does it suck? Yeah, sure, but it's the reality of things.
Now, again, kind of like how you mentioned with a couple people, he goes out there, does what he's done the past couple seasons,
it's a completely different story.
He's in the top 10 again.
Yeah, it's a completely different story.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I thought that was pretty fun.
That was very fun. It's been a little while since we could let loose like this. There wasn't as many parameters.
There's not really.
It was just go.
It was just like, all right, these are your guys. Defend them.
Yeah. Defend them for your life.
Yeah.
These are my guys. I'm going to defend them for my life.
Yep.
Oh, wait, we have the same guy? Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was fun. I enjoyed that. And we hope you guys enjoyed it too. We hope you guys had fun. Is there anything you would like to say before we close this up?
You got a question?
I do have a question.
I like how this has become a thing.
I love it too because I'm excited. I think this week's question is better than last week's question. And you might need time to think about this. You might need your iPad.
Do you have an answer? My
yes, I do.
iPad's dead. Ooh. It's all right. I'll think about it.
Who do you think will be the first head coach fired this year?
Okay. All right. Yeah, you give your answer while I think, but I like this question.
I think it's going to be Shane Steichen of the Indianapolis Colts. I don't think a big reason of it would be him necessarily. It's just one, new ownership, and I didn't want to bring that up because it is unfortunate what happens to Jim Irsay. But new ownership, usually with new ownership, you kind of look to go a different direction, especially when things aren't going to work out well currently. Let's be honest, no one has them doing anything special this year.
Yeah.
You have Anthony Richardson and Daniel Jones throwing the ball for you.
Not good.
No, not at all. Like, I just don't see how they have a good season or even start off strong. I do not see how they start off strong. They also lack weapons. The defense is average. Like, it's okay defense. It's all right. Nothing that amazes you.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't think they're going to do well with new ownership there. I just think they'll be ready to move on and just start fresh with a new ownership.
I like that answer. Not as much as I like my answer. Because
I think your answer might be my number 2 answer.
Yeah. Who is it?
You
no, I want to see. Say it.
I think McDaniels.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mike McDaniel is going to be the first head coach fired this season.
He was my number 2. I was honestly considering him.
Mainly because I think their expectations are even higher than the Colts.
I agree there. Yes.
So if they start off,
I think that they think they can compete.
That's what I'm saying. Like they start off 2-5, 1-5, maybe. What's the point of keeping him? Like he's already shown you we can't make it to the playoffs, and if they have, they lost in the first round.
Yes.
Like
it was exciting the first couple of years, but then after
it's
that,
really
just
gotten
like,
to the point where you keep trying to reinvent the wheel, basically.
That's a
like,
good way of putting it.
You've changed the game and how it's played. Motioning is normal now. Like that's just how the game is played now. You guys were doing it before everybody.
I would say it's not like you wouldn't really consider them innovators right now, the Dolphins.
Yeah, because everybody's doing it.
Exactly. Like they're not.
You did change it.
It was cool the first year or two, but
you changed it. You changed how the game is played, and it's probably going to be played like this for the next 20 to 25 years until it switches again like it always does. But there are teams now that do it better than you. That's the difference. You guys used to do it better than anybody else, but now you got teams like the Chiefs. Andy Reid sees what you guys are doing. I mean, he did variations of it, but literally every play, that is just a common thing in the NFL. Like, if you don't motion, it's pretty dumb not to because it's so easy. It's so easy to get a read off a defense. Yeah. It's so easy, and it's such a simple thing. But I'm going way too deep into actual football here. But the Dolphins just, to me, don't have the pieces in place to have a winning product this season. Their defense is below average. Tua, I hope he can stay healthy. Like, it's just Tyreek Hill's losing it. He's turning it into Antonio Brown. Jalen Waddle, again, he can't stay healthy. The offensive line is not good.
So questionable. At best, questionable.
And, I mean, I like Achane. Achane's a good player.
I'll give him that.
But even he gets banged up all the time because he's like 130 pounds.
But how could you expect a running back to really perform that well without an O-line?
That's what I mean, though. Like, you can call a great play that works on paper, but we're not playing Madden. This is a real person getting hit every single play. Yeah. So you can call a cool little gadget play and give it to Achane. He'll go for 50 yards. But when he gets popped by that safety 2 or 3 times a game, he's going to miss 3 weeks. Like, it's just, again, the reinventing the wheel, which, I mean, you guys could come out there and just start something new, but I don't see it. I really don't like where this team's headed. And I think there's a very good chance he
was my number 2 choice, so I agree with you. Thank you guys for watching. We hope you really enjoyed that because we enjoyed it. Let us know what you agree with, what you disagree with, and if there's anything you would like for us to talk about next. Follow us on Twitter and TikTok at PM Football Podcast.
What do you think about instead? I like you asking the question, but if you're watching this on YouTube and you've gotten it all the way to this point, how about you leave us a question and we'll answer it?
We've been trying to say that. Ask us questions.
Yeah. Well, maybe we'll turn this into a segment so it'll incentivize you more to leave a question.
Yes.
We'll ask your question on the show and answer it.
Absolutely. 100%. I'm happy you said that. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next week.
See ya.